Well, howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here with...
Brandy.
And the critters, of course. I got Jellybean right behind me. So she's happy to see me now that I'm back home, but now she forgot that she should be mad at me. So I think I'm on timeout or punishment right now. Am I, Jelly? Look at her, honey.
Where is she?
Oh, she did have her head hanging down. She's right behind me, but ignoring me.
Well, of course.
She was so happy to see me when I walked in the door, and she's jumping on me and everything else. I sit down, she's all over me, and then it's like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be mad at you. Scourge.
Well, she was not happy when we went out the door without her.
No. We had a lovely 7:45 a.m. appointment for Brad with the surgeon office and stuff to go through this class, right? We got out the door fine and everything. We got there right at 7:45. But you know what? I just don't really like people. I decided I don't really want to people. Give me a herd of dogs any day, man. You always got some loudmouth in every group or class. And then you got the needful Nancy who needs to talk and ask questions about just her and her surgery the entire time until finally the nurse was like, I'll deal with you after class, basically, what she told her.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, she was taking up all the time. It was like, B, there's other people here. Shut your trap for a while. I mean, I can understand one or two questions, but it was just constant.
Yeah, well, and she wanted it all about her.
And it was all about her.
Yeah.
While her husband acted like he was so disinterested he really wanted to sleep. But he knew everything. And so then we find out, though, this is not for certain the surgery. They think it's going to happen because the numbers in this area are, for the big C are lower. But they meet twice a week to decide. See, they haven't been letting elective overnight stay surgeries happen. If it was a day surgery where you didn't have to stay overnight, they're doing those. But if it's overnight, they hadn't had where the cases were low enough. Because she said what's the problem is that you don't have enough nurses because they're taking care of all the COVID patients. Oh, I said that word. Sorry, YouTube. So they're going to meet this afternoon at 1 o'clock. So I know you're vibes, good vibes. They still approve the surgery. So, but they're going ahead like it's going to happen. They did more blood work on him, ran his EKG, all that kind of stuff. He's already got set up tomorrow to go in for the COVID test. Oh, I said the word again. Don't say the word. It's very hard to say this word. It affects all of our lives. I don't know why the YouTube has decided we should not say this word. What the heck? Talk about taking away our freedom of speech. Come on now. But, so yeah, he's already got the great brain tickle scheduled for tomorrow. But let me tell you guys, some days it's like a comedy of errors, right? Murphy's Law. We're walking out of, class got done way early. It wasn't a 4-hour class. Even with Needful Nancy. So we're walking out, and Brad's walking behind me in the walker, and he says that he almost lost his glasses, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't say anything. I was just kind of wanting just to get to the Jeep. I had the keys and stuff. And my glasses never fall off. My glasses, for some odd reason, and I wasn't taking my mask off or anything, fell off my face as I'm walking. And they go, and I watch them in slow motion head toward the big graded drain in the parking lot. And I thought, no, they're not going to fall down in the drain. And I watched as they did. They're my only pair of glasses, the prescription, I'm like, oh, Lord. I have to have them to drive. I have to have them to see most of the time unless it's closed up. Then I got to take them off. And I'm like, oh Lord. Brad came over and looked. He couldn't see him or anything. He tried to lift that grate. It must weigh well over 100 pounds. Um, and so he had to go back inside, and they called maintenance. Maintenance came right away, lifted that grate off, and the guy grabbed my glasses. Oh, I was so thankful, and I was so thankful there wasn't a bunch of running water today that would have just swept my glasses away. So, but oh man, I was just like, oh, can you give me a break? Then we find out that we have to quarantine. Anybody that lives with him has to quarantine, self quarantine, from basically now until at least two. They say at least 2 weeks after surgery, or was
Yeah.
it longer than that?
No, it was 2 weeks after surgery.
So it's like, which is fine, but how would you even get groceries or anything? I think she said, don't go into Walmart.
Yeah.
Don't go into those kind of places. Don't go to Walmart. Don't go to the mall. That kind of stuff. And if you had people that work in those places, they need to self quarantine. They need to be away from you. So, yeah,
But sweetie,
yeah.
that's got to be good news for you because now we got a legitimate excuse to, not people.
Like I said, COVID really hadn't hit me as hard as it has other people because I just am keep to myself anyway. And the older I get, the less I like to interact. I love interacting with you guys here on YouTube, don't get me wrong. I love interacting with people on TikTok. You know, I write and stuff in an anonymous blog and stuff, and but like I hate to talk on the phone, and I know everybody's just so shocked about that, but I don't like talking on the phone, and I will avoid it at all costs if I can. And I don't know, I'd rather spend time with my dog, man. My dogs and my cat. I'd rather just spend time with and Brad. Most of the time, Brad doesn't irritate me too much. Sometimes he does. Sometimes I have to say, go away. Because and it's not him, it's me. I like to be, well, you like to be alone too, somewhat.
Yeah.
But a lot of times what we do with spending time alone is we're in the same room. It's just like he's watching his stuff and doing something, and I'm watching my stuff and doing something, and then, we'll hold hands or, you know, cuddle and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of the individual. But I don't sweat it if he says he's going to stay out in the front room because maybe he wants to watch some movie on the TV. But most of the time, I just let him have the TV in the bedroom because, unless I'm taking water pills and I have to run all night. But I finished a hat last night. I'm working on a wreath. Working on a few wreaths I want to send out as gifts. Just to my friends to say thank you. I like doing that kind of stuff. It's just people are just. It's like we're driving into Rocky Mount to go to the uh, surgical clinic. Basically, we've got this woman on our butt. She loved that Jeep butt so much. She must have been getting high off our exhaust.
Huh.
She was that close. And Brad said he could see her mouthing stuff. And I'm like, well, she should have left earlier. It's not our fault she's going to be late for work or whatever. But, it's just like, why do you need to do that? It's rude. It's not our fault that you didn't leave earlier. People were driving like maniacs this morning. I guess because, we don't work now, so we're not used to the traffic. Right, Jellybean? Are you mad at me still? So you should no longer speaking to me. She's getting down. I'll be in trouble now for a while. Right, Jellybean? See? Jellybean, are you mad at me? Yep. She's mad at me. She wanted to go with me so bad, but you can't go everywhere with us, Jellybean. Jelly, are you not going to talk to me now? Nope, she's not talking to me. I am in trouble. So, but yeah, don't get me wrong, guys. I love you guys. But, most of society, general people, and you meet some really nice people, right? And enjoy talking with them. But then there's these special people that need to have special time, and they can't just say, hey, this is a meeting for all of us. There's 5 patients, and then, whoever's going to be their caregiver, all in this room. you know. But, and like I said, he knew everything. He knew what kind of therapy she should have and stuff. And then, they give you these great big wipes that, okay, now the thing is, you don't have stuff that, I've heard people say they have stuff that they shower with and stuff. No, here now is you take a shower and you wait for an hour. She said, let your pores all close up and everything. Don't put on, of course, any deodorant, lotion, anything like that. And then you wipe down, and she gave specific instruction. There's 3 great big things that are sealed in envelopes, that are got this medication or whatever. It's a kills all bacteria. She says it's gonna sting some. And but she gave the instructions, and then supposed to let that dry, and then you're supposed to get into bed with perfectly clean linens and blankets, have perfectly clean clothes, of course, sterile as can be. This guy, I hear him as we're walking out the door, is complaining to this nurse about he didn't want that stuff to get on his sheets. Are you serious?
I'm kind of surprised you didn't tell us what thread count of the sheets were.
Oh, I know. They're acting all uppity and stuff, and they get in this car that was it older than ours?
Oh, yeah.
It sounded like it was on its last legs. And it's like, really?
It was an early 90s BMW.
It's like, you and Prima Donna here are just acting like you're all that. I don't like people that want to put on the show and stuff. Come on. We're all just people. We get up the same way. We all go to the bathroom the same way. We put on our pants the same way. You're not any better than me, and I'm not any better than anybody else. You can all help each other through life and be kind and gentle, or you can be, like him, acting so bothered and like, he was so tired and, put his head down. It's like, wow. So it was time for me to come home because I don't really like being out of my house too much, I think. I came home. Jelly was all excited, and then I hung outside. I love wind chimes, and I had this one that we've had for a while. Like, I think we picked it up way back when you worked at Dollar General in Florida, and so I loved it when he worked at Dollar General. I have to admit, because he knew when there was specials and stuff, but it wasn't a good fit for him. But well, that's just location too, but and the management there. But anyway, we had gotten this one. It was a butterfly. Honey?
I'm trying to be quiet. I'm sorry.
Wow. It's a butterfly that's glass, and this looks like old copper bells underneath it. It's beautiful. I finally got it hung outside and stuff, so that made me happy. Last night, I've been having kind of a rough time of it, guys, for a couple of days, because when it changes, even like this in the household, it really f's me up big time. Okay, I've been just on the verge of losing it. I have lost it a few times. It's probably a good thing I'm not going to be up at the hospital, because I probably would threaten to cut a bee if I see that they're making Brad do something that's causing him pain, and I know that has to happen. But I don't want. It's hard enough seeing him in pain here at home, and like right now, he's already had to stop some medication, so he's in even more pain than normal. Like he can't take the Aleve and stuff. But so it's probably a really good thing that I'm not going to be up there, because they're going to have to make him do some stuff that is going to be painful. But it's just when things majorly shift, and it finally kind of hit me yesterday that everything was really going to be different. Like he's not even allowed to even do any housework for at least 2 weeks. But it just really messes with my mind, because, like I said, I've always been the sick one, and he's always been the rock. And now that that's changing somewhat, and like he had to explain to him that I won't be at the hospital because, number one, I have open wounds on both legs. That's always an issue with me anymore. And with the breathing issue, you know, and like I said, I won't be doing him any favor getting sick because then he has nobody to take care of him. And you know, if I got sick and got put in a hospital, and then he had to go to rehab, what about our animals? You know, and I mean, obviously the two big dogs, especially Charlie, people nobody else can handle him. He would freak out too. You know
Yeah,
what?
he was.
He would freak out because all he knows is us, and you know he went through whatever kind of abuse he went through before he came to live with us, and you know he just kind of freaks out with people. And Nixie, I'm not too sure she wouldn't run away or something. I mean, I worry about that. Jelly would have a hard time of it, even though she hasn't been here as long, but she's very, very attached. Are you attached? Are you talking to me yet? Jelly. Oh, she's looking at me. I might be making some headway. Hi. What? What? Are you wagging your little tail at your mom now? Are you forgiving me yet? Are you gonna forgive me yet? I love you. She's thinking about forgiving me now. We're making headway. So, it's gonna be okay, right? It'll be okay. Brett will be okay.
Everything's gonna be fine.
Yeah,
sweetie.
you'll be okay. He's tough. He's pretty tough. He actually really is. You know. So, yeah, that's what's going on there. I wonder if you got something on. Don't you wish at the doctor's office they would just tell you what your weight is? Anymore, they just, you know, it's like a secret. You know, they weigh you and you think, oh, my weight's good because, you know, they're using, what, kilograms?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to add a different way here. Okay. I was just figuring out something. So, yeah, so hopefully everything goes okay and he gets, you know, we get the final approval. And then we got to pick up some prescriptions at some point in time, if we can, with the pharmacy. If not, we'll have to figure out a different avenue. I wish we would have asked him when we were there if they for sure called it that prescription that he wanted you to have.
Well, they wouldn't know because they're completely
Yeah,
different.
but she could have checked.
That's very true.
The nurse that said she could, that she was the best line and stuff, and you know.
Yeah, you're right.
So, you know, because there was at least a prescription that he wanted Brad to have. So,
Wasn't it a blood thinner?
yeah, some kind of a tablet of heparin almost.
Yeah.
You know, it is the blood thinner though. I think.
Yeah.
I can't, but I don't know if they would want to do that with you having surgery, put you on blood thinner.
Yeah.
Usually it's the opposite.
Well, you know, and that's what
Huh.
they wanted me to quit taking aspirin.
Yeah. Well, you know, usually, like, I always have to have shots of the heparin in the stomach whenever I get admitted.
Yeah.
The 3 times now that I've been admitted in the last 18 months, they've each time have given me shots of heparin in my stomach.
Okay.
You know, which doesn't bother me now. I'm so used to it. It really is not that painful. I mean, especially if you're diabetic and you're shooting yourself up with insulin anyway. It's like, I mean, they laugh because I'm like, go ahead. And they're like, well, so what do you want with the insulin? I'm like, you pick it. I don't care. Like, you know, just shoot me up. I mean, you know, I don't have an aversion to needles or anything, but, well, we'll figure it out. He definitely knows what he's doing. He comes very highly recommended.
Yeah.
So, you guys need to help me from losing my stuff here, okay? Because, you know, Brad is all I have in the whole world. Besides a few of you guys that are my close friends. That's it. I don't have anybody else that I can talk to. that anybody else that can help me because, I have my own disability and would just be there for me emotionally. I mean, I swear to, sometimes don't know what the heck is wrong with me because why is it if I have trouble sleeping, he can come back and talk to me for a few minutes and I start getting drowsy. And it's almost like the minute he tells me he's going to sit there and wait until I fall asleep, then I'm okay. And I'll get drowsy and I'll fall asleep.
Yeah. It's not because I'm that boring, is it?
No, and it's like, what am I, though, 6 years old and come sit by my bed because I'm scared of the monsters under the bed? You can't get under my bed. There's no monsters that live under my bed, okay? We just have the box springs and then the mattress, you know. I've chosen, we have bed frames, we've just chosen not to because I have short legs.
Well, even putting that new mattress and box springs under, yeah.
I'm just laughing about when we first got that, and it was probably up to my chest. And I'm looking at it like, how am I going to get up there? And I finally got one leg up there and kind of dragged myself across it. But I mean, I swore I could almost reach out and touch the ceiling. I'm like, oh Lord, like no, we can't have the bed frame. You know, someday I'd love to have Brad make a headboard and stuff. I'd like to have a headboard and a footboard. You know, but are you done being mad at me yet, Jellybean? Hey, 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 are you done being mad at me yet? Are you getting closer? Huh? What about it now? No? Still mad at me. Okay, I've got to do some grooming on her today. She's a type of poodle that hair will kink up and just start getting the tightest knots on it. So I'm gonna have to do a sanitary on her today, and I need to cut up her face, the beard and mustache, and her top. I call it her top hat here. Are getting a little long. I'm gonna have to trim them and stuff, and then some point in time I've got to give him a haircut, and I want to do his, toenails and stuff, check his fingernails, all that stuff. Give him a good once over. Time to mow the hair on his head down real low like you do in the spring for the new crops to come in. So you can have a new crop of grays, honey.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm making chicken tonight. I'm making oven fried chicken. Probably will make some stuffing or something with it. He likes stuffing a lot. And, yeah. I want to work on that wreath. And, I want to chill the F out. I know it's going to be fine, but like I said, the idea of them cutting into him is just really, and I know he knows exactly what that feels like because he's always been the one in the waiting room and I'm the one under the knife. And especially the time that they reopened me up in the surgeon's office and he didn't have anybody help him, so he elected to have Brad help him with the little mini surgery. Reopening up my breast, and I'm like, I was like, I could not believe that he was going to do that, and he didn't give me any choice. He just starts all of a sudden pulling out stitches and opening back up, and I'm just like, and I mean, it's like a horror movie, and then he's cleaning that out, and he didn't have a nurse, so he had Brad come over and help, and Brad said that was the hardest thing he ever went through was is standing there helping him and then when Brad would have to pack it from the inside out with gauze every night. Yeah, it was a good time. First time he had to do that. He's like, I don't think I can do this. I'm like, you have to. Because it was at an angle where there's no way I could. So, yeah, it was a good time, wasn't it, honey?
Yeah.
Was it a good time?
Oh, Lord, yeah.
Yeah, so, But it'll all work out.
Yeah.
I'll be okay. I'm just a stress magnet, like I said. I hate the idea of them cutting on him because he's never been cut on, but it'll be fine. He's pretty tough. So, she had no problem with EKG. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You never have had any issues with,
Yeah, that was the first time I've ever had an EKG.
Didn't you have one when you had pneumonia? They did one? Didn't they?
No.
Huh. I thought they had. Huh. Are you sure? I was pretty sure they did. No, I guess they didn't.
Yeah, I don't remember it, but
Well, yeah, I don't remember it well enough to. I don't. Maybe they never did. I don't remember. I don't recall watching those all be on you before. You watched me have lots of them.
Yeah.
You know. So kind of weird when it's the other thing, but other than that, he's good and healthy. We had to do one medication correction because yesterday they called and they're going over the hospital. I guess did. No, it was his nurse and over Brad's medication. And, of course, Brad knows the list, but he doesn't know when he takes it. So I was telling him. But they got his blood pressure medication wrong. So I had to have them correct it because I was copying over the list for him last night. And then we each take a picture of it on our phone. And, but yeah, so we got that all fixed. Yeah. Not supposed to take multivitamin or leave. So not until well after the surgery. So we're getting it set up. Just please, I hope it goes through because, he needs to have it. Right?
yeah.
I got about 3 hours sleep maybe last night. Brad got about 2. When you hit 2 a.m. and it's, you got to be up 6 a.m., it's really not that much time.
Yeah.
So I would sleep for an hour, so then I'd be up for a little bit. So, and that's kind of how I sleep anyway. It's like I'll sleep, take naps, then I'm up for an hour or two, and then I'll go back to sleep. Are you still mad at me now? Oh, what? At least you're looking at me. Girlfriend, you need a groom here, because you're getting a little long and shaggy. Do you know this? Do you care? Jellybean, are you still mad at me? Are you going to come up and see me? Are you going to come and say hi to everybody? Come here. Come on. Don't be mad at me forever, okay? I know. And I'm sorry I was gone, okay? Are you still mad at me? You want to be mad at me, don't you? See? She wants to be mad at me. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I would take you with me everywhere. Some places, they don't want to have a puppy. Can you believe that? Because you know why? Because you would be so cute and nobody would pay attention to anything they're saying. Because they'd all be looking at you. That's right, you are the princess, aren't you? Are you a little princess now? Hmm? Are you still mad at me? Hey. Oh, am I boring you now? Wow. I love you. I was excited to get home to see your face. Are you still not going to talk to me? Please talk to me. I love you so much, Jellybean. Please talk to your mom. Oh, Jelly. Please talk to me. No? You're going to ignore me now? You won't be able to ignore me very long. I know you. I know you. You won't be able to ignore me very long. Then you'll be mad because I'm going to groom this. This is way too long on top. Your beard and mustache are getting way too long. Yes. You need a new sanitary because that's way too long. And then, girlfriend, you need a bath. Yes. And it's a warm enough day that you could have a bath. Right, honey?
Yep.
Tomorrow. I don't want to bathe you now because, you said after 2 it's supposed to drop. Temperature start dropping again. So, she could only take so much excitement one day, right? Oh my goodness. Well, I know you're gonna forgive me someday. Right, Jelly? You got a good heart. Make good choices, Jelly. Okay? Make some good choices. But you see, you want to love up. Don't you? See, you don't want me to stop petting you, do you? Are you gonna love me now? Please love me now, okay? You don't want me to be heartbroken, do you? What? See, you can't be mad at me. See, you're gonna lose it. Look, you can't be mad at me very long. Look, oh, now you're trying not to look at me, but you're gonna do it. Jellybean, you love me? Hey, Jelly, look at me. Look at me. No? Okay. Her no love me now. You want to get down then? Jelly. Really? Girlfriend. Girlfriend, after all of what I done for you? Okay. Okay. Well, you want to get down then? You want to get down then? No? Okay, goodbye. Have a nice life. Thanks for being my dog for a while. Oh, but you want to be mad at me but curl up at my feet. I see how it is. Wow. Crazy. I don't know if you guys ever watched her channel name was Miss Fucking Wonderful. Probably a lot of you know of her. And she lost her channel. They got taken down. But I don't know if you guys remember or not when she was involved with and living with a guy named Steven. She called him Dylan for a while. And then, they broke up and she's renting the house that she's in now. He passed away. He passed away a few days ago of a heart attack.
Who did?
Miss Fucking Wonderful's ex-boyfriend, Steven.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He was like 60, maybe 61. He had a heart attack and died. Yep. Life is too short, too precious. I think that's what kind of been getting to me too, is because so many people have been losing people they know and family members and stuff from the big C, and so then you really worry, So, but it'll be fine. Sorry I don't have anything else really to talk about because I just don't. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this week. Wow. We're being silly on the floor. That's her scratching around and she's got her, dragging. Did you hear her? Dragging her face around the carpet doing that. Wow. Miss Jelly. What, you being happy? Uh-huh. Now you're being all cute, aren't you? See, I knew you couldn't stay mad for very long. I knew it. I knew she couldn't stay mad for very long. So, yeah. Sometime in the next few weeks, I'm going to get those candle poured. I better because I don't have any more candles left. Because every night I have probably like 4 burning in the bedroom. It's a thing. We like it. Right, honey?
Yes, we do.
I enjoy it.
You do.
Yeah. So. Something I was going to do. I hope I didn't just pour the stuff out of my wax melters after one day. See, I'm way off my stuff right now. Usually I know pretty much better what's going on, but I'm just kind of like, duh. Oh no, let me lose my glasses down the drain some more. I thought, Lord Almighty, because, But anyway, everybody down at Surgical Clinic, very nice and stuff, very knowledgeable. They got a good system going on. Brad got his own little name tag he was thrilled with, plus a wristband. One thing I found kind of funny is they didn't do the temperature or anything.
I noticed
like our doctor's office does.
Yeah.
And they didn't give me a wristband.
Yeah.
I could have been anybody off the street. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go, but I hope you're having a good day. It's Thursday. You got one more day, and then you have the weekend. And stay safe out there, because no joke, the big C. And support your truckers, because they need the support wherever you live. So, love you guys, and I do cherish your friendship so very much. And I think you guys are awesome. And say bye, Brad.
Bye, Brad.
Bye, guys.